August 29th, 2005. Hurricane Katrina pummels the Gulf Coast of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Violent winds and a massive storm surge devastate New Orleans. In the wake of the storm, the Coast Guard deploys search and rescue teams. The Coasties, as they are called, include an elite squad, the Coast Guard rescue swimmers.
So it'd be easier if we put you in the water there?
For days, the rescue swimmers and helicopter crews respond to thousands of distress calls throughout the region.
It's turbulence up here. It's hard to keep this totally steady.
I swam up to the boat, got inside the boat. A woman, her daughter, and then the daughter's 4-month-old preemie daughter, and 3 dogs. And they were completely scared. They're shaking. She grabbed me, started crying, thanking me.
Day after day, they performed dangerous rescues, swimming in contaminated water or dodging power lines to pluck victims from unsteady rooftops.
As soon as I got on scene, I look at this man and he was just, get my babies out of here. The building started making all kinds of noises.
Rescue swimmer Israel Parker saves 9 children trapped in an attic. For weeks, they work around the clock.
That's all I can take there. I got 2 girls in here.
In temperatures near 100 degrees.
People were panicking. There was a lot of people that were running. They were just trying to get to the highest point that they could find.
During Katrina, rescue swimmers and their air crews are credited with saving more than 12,000 lives.
We completed every mission. We lost no one. We exceeded what I think the expectations were of our program. I guess you could say it was our finest hour.
This finest hour was more than 20 years in the making. Years of training and hard work pay off, especially for those who believed in the rescue swimmers when no one else did.
I shed more than a few tears during Katrina. Suddenly, all the effort and the years of convincing and cajoling and training came to fruition.
It is a rescue program that sprang from another weather disaster. One of the worst maritime tragedies in the nation's history, when the Coast Guard battled a ferocious storm only to find itself helpless to save lives. February 12th, 1983. A major winter storm is pounding the East Coast. Heavy snow and gale force winds whip across the Atlantic Ocean. 2:51 a.m. The Coast Guard station in Ocean City, Maryland, receives a distress call. A ship 30 miles off the Virginia coast is in trouble. It's taking on water. The call for help comes from the SS Marine Electric, a refurbished World War II tanker that's badly in need of repair. The Marine Electric had set out from Norfolk, Virginia, a day and a half earlier, headed for Brayton Point, Massachusetts, hauling 24,000 tons of coal. The winter storm developed as the ship traveled north.
They were dealing with 20-plus foot seas. The winds also increased as well, gusting from 30 knots to 50 knots. This is a pretty severe storm, and they're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
But Chief Mate Bob Cusick wasn't worried. The Marine Electric had weathered plenty of storms. Plus, he figured help was just a call away.
It's in the back of every seaman's mind, hey, if this ship, anything happens to it, the Coast Guard is going to be out there to help us, save us.
Just 12 hours into the journey, the storm worsened, alternating between snow and rain. Gale force winds sent tremendous waves up to 60 feet high, crashing over the rusted tanker. The Marine Electric took a pounding. The waves crashed onto decks riddled with cracks and onto cargo hatch covers that were rusted away.
I had laid down with all my clothes on, which I always do in rough weather. The captain came down and woke me up. It was around 2 o'clock, I guess, and said that he thinks that we were in trouble.
Now, as the captain makes the distress call, the Marine Electric is struggling. The bow of the ship isn't lifting properly.
The bow was riding far, far too low in the water. It wasn't coming back up and mounting the waves as the Marine Electric normally did.
The Coast Guard dispatches cutters and helicopter rescue teams. The chopper pilots fly into 50-knot winds. The Coast Guard also requests help from a Navy rescue crew based in Oceana, Virginia.
We got a phone call from the Coast Guard. There is a ship that is sinking, and they need us to support them to get people out of it.
Navy rescue swimmer Jim McCann is trained to save military personnel ejected from aircraft. He knows that if the ship goes down, the Coast Guard would be unprepared to help hypothermic victims in the water.
The Coast Guard at that time, all they could do was lower the basket in the water. They didn't actually have people to go in the water to do actual rescues.
McCann and his rescue crew quickly board a Navy helicopter and take off into the storm. 4:14 a.m., the captain of the Marine Electric makes a final distress call. The crew is preparing to abandon ship